So today we have a phone that is made by Xiaomi, and yeah, it don't have the Xiaomi name big and bold on it, and that is the Poco X3 Pro. And me and you are wonder the same thing. Is this a mid-range, high-end, low-end, low-mid, high-mid? And I'm not talking about musical tunes. You know, Xiaomi actually make more phones than Samsung. Who would have known that? Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Technicational. My name is Peyton Wilmot, and today, before I go any further, let's give a big shout out to CellJamaica. They made this review possible. They have this and many other brands for sale at their store, and you should check them out. The link is in the description. Anyhow, let's get into this Poco phone and see what you get in the box. So you remember the days when you usually get a charger in a cell phone box and a whole heap of stuff that just make you feel like you actually purchased something? Yeah, the Poco X3 actually gives you that feeling. You get stickers, whole heap of stickers. You get booklets. You get a gel case for start you off. You get a charging tower, cause that's not a brick. And you also get a USB Type-C cable to hook it up to the charging tower or to a computer to transfer data. Let's take a closer look at the Poco X3 Pro, and this phone is mind-boggling. I don't know if I call it a mid-range, a mid-high, a high, I don't know, because you get a 20 megapixel selfie camera on the front of the phone. You also get a lightning fast fingerprint reader on the side that doubles as a power button, and at the bottom of the phone you get a headphone jack. You don't see that on a lot of phones these days. And at the top of the phone, believe it or not, it has a IR blaster, meaning that this phone can actually use as a remote control for your TV, AC, almost anything where has a remote. This can emulate and use as a remote feed. Yeah. Whew. Anyway, at the back of the phone you have the weirdest arrangement of cameras, I have to say. You have 4 cameras at the back: a 48 megapixel, a 8 megapixel, a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. Well, you know, the macro camera kind of give it away. Yeah, this is definitely a mid-range phone because you only find macro cameras on mid-range phones. Anyhow, if we're diving a little bit more into the specs, you also get 6 GB of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. This is a dual SIM phone, and it has a 6.7-inch display that runs at 120 Hz, and it's HDR10 compliant. My god, man, how much thing can you stuff in this? You also get a Snapdragon 860 running the heart of this thing, and you know what, just put up the specs on the sheet because this is a whole heap. Okay, let's talk about performance. Now, the Poco X3 Pro, man, if you're a gamer, right, and you play a lot of shooters or driving games on your phone like Modern Warfare, PUBG, Asphalt, any of those fast-paced games, this phone is definitely what you need. This 120 Hz screen makes everything look smooth, and the Snapdragon 860 runs everything on medium to high settings. This is just a joy for gamers. And also, the icing on the cake is that you have this big, lovely 6.7-inch screen with an HDR10 plus certification. So everything looks colorful, everything looks smooth, and there's no hiccups. Yeah, it is good in the performance. So we're at the section where we talk about the camera, right? Yeah. Now, it's very rare that I am surprised, especially by a mid-range phone, and the Poco X3 Pro is good for photos, not excellent, but good for photos in the day and the night. But what surprised me is that the sheer amount of features in the camera app. These features must be exclusive to Xiaomi or Poco. I don't know, but they have a feature where you can clone yourself in a video or in a picture. So you literally can be talking to yourself and then you multiply yourself in a 2-3 people and you can freeze. There's just so much to play around with in the camera app, and that is a plus on anybody book. I mean, the possibilities of videos and photos you can put on Instagram and social media is endless. Okay, so yes, it has a big, beautiful 120 Hz screen and a pretty decent Snapdragon in there. But all of this wouldn't make any sense if the battery life is bad. And I'm here to say it's not. It's like the Poco X3 Pro just keep crushing the spec sheets and my expectations. It's like surpassing it. The battery life on this thing is pretty good. It can get it through a day easily for normal or heavy users of their phones, and if you're a light user, you definitely can get this to a day and a half. So you don't have to worry about the battery crapping out on you midday. My final thoughts. My heartfelt opinion. The Poco X3 Pro. Alright. The hottest phones right now are the Samsung A31, A51, and probably if you can get your hands on an A32 or an A52, those are the phones that people buy because the money what them have and the performance what them get. The Poco X3 Pro though falls between those price range. Just f everything. Seriously. I mean, you're getting some really decent specs. Some of the specs you won't get on these A series. Now mind you, Samsung has a name and they have quality assurance behind that name. But me that take the risk. Xiaomi is not a just come company. They have been around. They're probably not going to offer software updates as long as Samsung, but you're getting a damn good phone for the price. Yeah, so that is my heartfelt opinion. Okay, so if you're interested in this phone, definitely you can check it out at CellJamaica. They have this. They also have the Poco X3, that is the non-Pro variant, and they have other Xiaomi phones you can take a look at. The description has their link, their telephone number. Yeah, give them a call or drop by. And again folks, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. And if you're not subscribed, please do. It helps the channel. And drop a thumbs up if you like the video and you like the content. And until next time folks, peace.
Snakes in the grass, you gotta watch where you step. Blood on the leaves, you either kill or be killed. When there's food on the table, you either eat or you starve. And when the sharks in the water, you either sink or you swim. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there.